My name's Gary King. I sit on the voluntary board of Young Enterprise in West Yorkshire, and I'm delighted this afternoon to be joined by the team from Wicked of South Craven in West Yorkshire. So, ladies, good afternoon to you, and thank you for your time this afternoon. So, just introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about your team.
I'm Lucy and I'm the Managing Director.
I'm Isabel and I'm the Vice Managing Director.
I'm Tyler and I'm the Sales Director.
I'm Phoebe and I'm the Marketing Director.
Fab. And who else have we got on the call this afternoon?
I'm Yogita Bell and I'm the teacher at South Craven School, and I oversee the Young Enterprise programme.
Fantastic. And last but not least.
And I'm Sadie Honor. I'm the business advisor. I currently work at Skipton Building Society, and I went in.
Fantastic, and thank you for your time. So, Yogita, South Craven, they tend to do this program every year, so it's something they passionately believe in. But from your personal experience, why does South Craven invest in company program with Young Enterprise? What benefits do they see that the school and the students get as a result?
I think that they're very valuable skills that the students get from being part of the process. I think things like leadership and teamwork are of huge value to all of our students. They are very, very keen to be part of it. We had quite a few students wanting to be part of the team this year, and we had to do a bit of an elimination process. So it's very highly regarded at South Craven.
And do you see those skills as skills that they get over and above the curriculum?
Oh, absolutely. In a way, they're nothing to do with the curriculum, and in some ways that they are. But they're skills that will help them to go forward in life, whether it's into new jobs or into university. And I don't think we could say that anything else really. It's just a really, really important situation to be part of.
Oh, fantastic, thank you. And ladies, for you that joined the team, Yogita was saying there that it was, there's a lot of people clamoring to get into this. So you were obviously the successful ones. What did you see would be the benefit as a result of joining this program? Because it is a lot of time and effort over and above 100 other things you're probably doing in life at your age. Why did you choose to get involved in Young Enterprise?
I think for me personally, I study business A-level and I wanted something that could help me apply the knowledge I've learned in the classroom to real life. And I gained a lot of confidence through the experience, and I do want to progress and do business management at university. And so having the opportunity to manage a company myself was really beneficial for me, and everything that I've learned, I now understand, and I've developed my skills a lot from this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just to contrast that, I mainly did it because I don't do business. I'm not looking to go do business at university, but I think for me it was more for the experience, and I'm definitely glad because I've experienced things that I wouldn't have been able to experience otherwise.
And what would those kind of things be? What have you experienced that you wouldn't have done otherwise?
The whole, coming up with a concept and a product that you're wanting to sell, and then going towards the day where it's actually made and you can physically hold it, to then going up to someone and trying to sell it, was just, that whole experience is something that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise.
And of course you can take that skill into other things you apply in life, whether you do business or not, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For me, I don't really know yet what I want to do in the future, but I just know that doing something like this experience, it can help really anywhere, no matter what you choose to do further along the line.
Yeah, I think for me as well, I do business as well, and I've kind of always known that I want to do business as well in the future, and it's kind of confirmed that I actually do really want to do that, and that this opportunity is giving me an insight into what I'm actually going to do in the future, and made me more excited about actually going to do it.
So what would you say, ladies, was the most enjoyable part about the process?
I think coming up with a product that we had created ourselves from start to finish was really a fun process. We came up with the products, we created them ourselves, and actually going to trade fairs and engaging with our customers and speaking to the people that we were selling our products to and getting the message out there about our business was really enjoyable.
I also think as well, like obviously I do business at school, but it was a really good feeling to put those skills into real life, and it was really nice as well speaking to customers and knowing that we weren't only just selling a product, but the message behind our business really helped a lot of people as well.
I personally liked the competition side of it, because not only were you actually building your own business and selling, but you're also competing as well. And I think as well, just being able to see all the other businesses and what all the other young people are doing as well was quite exciting to see.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the marketing side of it. I put myself forward as marketing director to start off with, because I've always known it's going to be something I enjoy doing. I like the creative side of the business, you know, making the logos, the slogan, and just thinking about the product that we've made and the best way to sell it to our customers and finding that market. And then I enjoyed when we found that market of how we could then target them. So we did that through our social media, and I really enjoyed doing that.
Fantastic. So all round a really enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But just to keep it real though, because I run my own business, I run 3 businesses, and it's tough running a business. Sometimes you've got to make really tough decisions, and decisions that you don't like making. So were there a couple of times when you had to make some tough decisions that you might not have liked?
Yeah, so for me, being the managing director, I needed to ensure that everyone on the team was fully on board and like acting as a team. And so there were a few members of the team that I had to let go because they weren't putting in the same effort as everyone else. But that actually proved more beneficial, because we all came closer as a team and we all picked up where they were struggling. And for example, our IT director had to be let go. And so we actually all worked together to improve our social media pages, and we actually improved from 100 followers to 2,000.
Wow.
So it goes to show that if we're putting in the effort, you don't need as big of a team as initially stated. We just need the people who really care about progressing as a business.
And do you know what,
sorry. I was just going to say, I think there's more efficient communication as well with less people. We found that we could do a lot of it between us all anyway. Yeah. And
do you know, there's some great business lessons there, because when I'm talking to clients that have issues within their business, it's often because they're not prepared to let somebody go. So the fact that you've learned early on that actually letting somebody go that's not aligned to the team actually gives you a greater benefit, that's a skill that you will take with you whatever you do in business. So there's some incredible learning there.
It was quite difficult, but I knew it needed to be done in order for the team to progress, and I think that's the reason we were so successful towards the end, because everyone involved was putting the work in that was needed.
Fantastic. And obviously, Sadie, you're with us this afternoon. Is you know, what's your experience been of this program today? It
was really good to do it every year. It's something that they're really, really invested in. For me, I think the best thing was really seeing the distance travel at the beginning. So we did have a bigger team to begin with, and it was quite obvious from the start who were doing a bit more work, were kind of more interested, more kind of invested in it. And from seeing the early plans and the considerations to how they were thinking further through it, it was really enriching for me. But I could see the transferable skills that they were taking with them, and it was really good to see people's strong points as well. So people might have been assigned a role that actually later they'd end up picking the slack up for someone else, but actually found that they had a real talent for that role. So it was really interesting to see, and it was great to be a part of. Corona got in the way a little bit, but by that point I was pretty happy with what the decisions they were making. We've been really far with business, and it was really great to see.
It's a valuable experience from your perspective.
Definitely, yeah.
Fab. And back to Wicked, what would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned as a team? that you can take forward into your future careers?
For my future careers, I think that definitely the confidence aspect, and I quite like public speaking or talking to, just being able to talk to strangers without having that like initial nervousness about it all is definitely something valuable that I'll take forwards with me in future careers.
I think as well, we had to go through a lot of interviews during the end of the process for the competitions, and we were very nervous at the start, but we had talking and listening and interacting and getting all of our key points across in a limited time, which is obviously transferable to when we're going into job interviews in the future.
Yeah, I'd say as well, like, as I said, I'm wanting to go into business, that I'll always think back to this process that we've gone through and all the things I've learned and think, was that a good idea? And then always take that on with me. And yeah, also the confidence as well has been a massive thing, that it's kind of like a different confidence that I've learned and that I didn't really know I needed. And it's definitely helped for how I look at my future and what I really want to do with it.
Fantastic. So some great learnings there that you can take into your future careers.
Yes.
So overall then, a really valuable experience.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At times maybe not, but overall everything was
Yeah.
enjoyable.
When I saw them candles the first time, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, not that I didn't think they would, but you were homemaking them and it was all from scratch. And I remember seeing them thinking, wow, this is fantastic.
And just for the benefit,
I think we've seen. Oh, sorry.
so go on.
From seeing like the initial idea, writing down on a whiteboard, and then actually seeing it like come to life was just really a really good
We're very
experience.
proud of what we made.
So you're proud of the product, proud of what you've achieved.
Yeah.
And Yogita, have you seen a change in their attitude, their behaviour, their approach over the last year? Are you proud of them?
I'm so proud of them. I'm proud beyond belief. They are a bunch of tenacious girls, and they've just worked so incredibly hard to get to the stage that they did, better than any group that South Craven has ever got of them, and they hopefully know that.
Oh, fantastic. So
Thank you.
just for those watching, just give us a brief overview of your product and how far you got through the process, because you were more successful than most teams that enter this competition. So just give us a brief kind of overview of your product and how far you got in the whole process.
So we made candles. They're candles which aim to raise awareness for mental health by giving leaflets as well with information in them, which is all approved by psychologists and therapists. And we made these candles ourselves at home, which was quite a long process. So someone else wants to talk about the competition process.
Yeah, so we created the AAA candles, and we actually had the candles fully sustainable. So we managed to win the National Sustainability Award, which was actually a process through Instagram where we submitted pictures of our candles. And in terms of the end of the year competition, we first went to the North and West Yorkshire finals, and we won Company of the Year from that. And then we went to the Yorkshire finals and won Customer Service and Company of the Year. And then we progressed on to the national finals.
So you've collected some serious trophies along the way.
Yeah,
we're very proud. We at first we initially thought, oh, it'd be really good to win an award at the first stage, and I think we underestimated how far we'd get. We did work hard. Obviously, because of COVID, we had to virtually present things, so we had to do a company report virtually and created a video explaining every part of our business. But I think with that virtual thing, it also helped with our technology skills.
Yeah.
So even though you've thrown a curveball from coronavirus, you dealt with it, you overcame it, and you delivered results despite that.
Yeah, I think because of COVID, our business focuses on helping people with the mental health and raising awareness for that. And because people were isolated, we felt our business was more necessary in terms of the services part. So we did post on our social medias that we were there for anyone who, if they needed someone to talk to, and we knew that we needed to be there now more than ever for our customers. In terms of the competition, it was difficult, I'm not going to lie, having everything virtually, but it was definitely an experience that we've learned from.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Look, I think you should be absolutely proud. It's a fantastic achievement. Many don't get through to the national finals. Sadie, how proud are you of them with seeing their journey over the last few months?
I'm ridiculously proud, especially because it got difficult for me to be able to get in touch with them in the bits that I think they probably would have needed that support, unfortunately, because of what was going on. And Yogita said it as well, just the tenacity of them. I didn't have any doubt that they would be able to deal with it. And like I said from the beginning, there was a big group, but these are the guys that I knew would see it through, and I'm immensely proud. So well done, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing result. So last couple of questions from me. Yogita, what would you say to any other schools that are umming and ahhing about, should we join the company programme this year? What would you say to those teachers and those decision makers that are going through that should I, shouldn't I process?
Well, I just feel there shouldn't be any umming and ahhing about it at all. They should just do it. It's just such a tremendously rewarding experience for the students. And yeah, I totally champion it, and we'll be doing it again next year.
Fantastic, and we would welcome you with open arms. And ladies, what would you say to any students, any children this time next year thinking, do you know what, it's a big commitment, I've got loads of other things going on, would it benefit me? What would you say to those children that are deciding whether to join the programme?
I'd say just you're never going to get an opportunity like this at your age, because you are setting up a business, and I don't think without the initial support you got at the beginning that setting up a business could be as simple yet motivating as it was throughout this process.
Yeah, if I could just add to that, if you've got any doubts, I would just say 100% go for it. It's an opportunity that you can't really miss. You've got so many different skills that you can learn. You can obviously apply that to personal statement and your future, but in terms of like personal gain, it's a fun experience. You're making everything yourself, and it's something in the end that you should be proud of.
I think as well, all the skills that you learn throughout this process, there's not one skill that you'll learn that won't help you somewhere along the line. I think everything just comes together.
Yeah, I'd also say, obviously we are all doing A-levels, so once we found the time management to fit this into our lives, it was well worth it. And I think if you want to do it, and if you're really interested in it, definitely do it. There's no doubt about it. Even if you're not wanting to do business and you just put the time into it, it's so worth it in the future. And like we say, you're never going to get the opportunity again. So
fantastic. And Sadie, it's a big commitment from your perspective as a business advisor, when no doubt you've had challenges at work.
Oh, yes.
What would you say to any business advisors thinking, can I afford the time with everything else I've got going on?
Yeah, I would say if you've got an employer that will obviously let you get, it's a brilliant experience. I probably learnt more from them guys than give the, it was just there to support, but it was great. It's really great seeing it kind of in its infancy to the development stages, and when they started kind of being mindful of things that they'd not thought of before. It was brilliant. It was something that I did go back to work with, and you know, it did give me a lot of insight into a lot of my transferable skills as well. So I would definitely say, if you've got an employer that will let you absolutely do it, because it was brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
I'd just like to very quickly add my thanks to you, Sadie, for being so brilliant. You and Hamza, and for being so wonderful and turning up every Wednesday and supporting the group. So you deserve a round of applause too.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you all. I'm sorry it got a bit harder towards the end, but I'm really proud of you all. I really am.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, ladies, thanks for your time this afternoon. Amazing results this year. Well done. Thank you so much. And there's been some great feedback there. So best of luck with your future careers and your endeavours and putting into practice everything that you've learned on the programme over the last year. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.